farming is a life close to the earth, where the unexpected often lies just beneath the surface. But while farming might seem like it's all about crops and animals, these farmers' stories reveal so much more. From cryptic carvings that unveiled a forgotten ancient empire to the remains of an Iron Age chariot, here are 20 shocking discoveries made by farmers. Number 20. Medieval plague pit in England. In 2019, a farmer in England made a startling discovery while digging a pond on his property. As he excavated the site, he unearthed a mass grave containing the remains of numerous individuals who had perished during the Black Death, the devastating plague that swept through Europe in the 14th century. This medieval plague pit, revealed by the farmer's work, was an extraordinary find that provided a direct link to one of history's most catastrophic pandemics. The mass grave, uncovered in the village of East Smithfield, contains skeletal remains arranged in a manner indicative of hasty burial. Analysis revealed that the pit held the remains of around 50 victims, likely buried quickly due to the overwhelming number of deaths during the plague's peak. The site was identified as a burial ground used during the height of the Black Death, which ravaged England between 1348 and 1350, wiping out a significant portion of the population. The discovery was significant for historians and archaeologists, as it offered new insights into the impact of the plague on rural communities and burial practices of the time. The findings included not just human remains, but also artifacts such as pottery and personal items, providing context to the lives of those who lived through this tragic period. The excavation and subsequent study of the plague pit have helped to deepen our understanding of medieval England's struggle with the Black Death. Number 19. Remains of a 2,500-year-old Iron Age chariot. In 2023, a significant archaeological find was made in England when a farmer discovered the remains of an Iron Age chariot on his land, located at the David Wilson Homes Pavilion Square development in Yorkshire. This chariot, dating back approximately 2,500 years, is the first example of its kind to be scientifically excavated in this region, marking a pivotal moment in the study of Iron Age Britain. The discovery occurred during routine construction work, leading to an immediate shift in focus to preserve and explore the site. Archaeologists were soon on the scene, meticulously excavating the area to uncover the remnants of the chariot and its accompanying artifacts. The excavation revealed an impressive array of objects, including swords, shields, spears, bridles, and spurs, which provide valuable insights into the technological and cultural practices of the Iron Age. The chariot itself is an extraordinary find, as it offers a rare glimpse into the transportation and ceremonial practices of the period. Iron Age chariots were often used in ceremonial contexts and could signify status and power. The artifacts found alongside the chariot, such as weaponry and riding gear, suggest that the chariot was part of a high-status burial or ceremonial site, reflecting the importance of such vehicles in Iron Age society. The site has since become an important archaeological location, with ongoing research aimed at understanding the broader context of the chariot's use and its role in Iron Age rituals. Number 18. 2,600-year-old stone slab from Egyptian pharaoh. In northeastern Egypt, a farmer was preparing his land for the upcoming planting season when he made a discovery that would captivate historians and archaeologists alike. While working the soil, the farmer uncovered a large sandstone slab, or stela, that had been buried for thousands of years. Measuring approximately 91 centimeters in length, this ancient artifact was later identified as being around 2,600 years old, dating back to the era of the pharaohs. The stela was adorned with intricate carvings, including hieroglyphic inscriptions and images, which were remarkably well preserved despite the passage of time. Experts quickly identified the stela as belonging to the reign of one of Egypt's lesser-known pharaohs. The inscriptions provided a glimpse into the life and times of this ancient ruler, who governed over a significant portion of Egypt during the late period of the ancient civilization. This discovery was not only a stroke of luck for the farmer, but also a valuable find for Egyptology. The detailed carvings and inscriptions on this stela offered new insights into the religious practices, political landscape, and daily life during the reign of this particular pharaoh. Number 17. Giant fossilized dinosaur eggs in China. In a remarkable discovery in China, a group of farmers in the Xinjiang district stumbled upon a cluster of giant fossilized dinosaur eggs while digging for a new road in 2015. As they excavated the land, they uncovered the ancient remnants, later identified as dating back around 65 million years to the late Cretaceous period. These eggs, which were remarkably well preserved, offered a rare glimpse into a time when dinosaurs roamed the earth. The site where the eggs were found is known as the Xinjiang Dinosaur Egg Fossil Site, which has earned the distinction of being the world's largest dinosaur egg fossil site. The eggs, some as large as basketballs, were part of a larger fossil bed that had remained hidden for millions of years beneath the surface. The discovery included over 40 eggs, some of which were still intact with visible shells, making it a significant find for paleontologists. Experts believe that the Xinjiang district was once a fertile breeding ground for dinosaurs, and these eggs likely belonged to large herbivorous species that laid their eggs in nests in the soft earth. The site's conditions preserved the eggs in nearly pristine condition, allowing scientists to study them in great detail. The discovery sparked widespread interest and led to further excavations in the area, revealing even more about the prehistoric creatures that once inhabited the region. Number 16. Calf in a sinkhole. In 2022, Jonathan Crump, a cheesemaker in rural England, faced a heart-wrenching dilemma when one of his prized calves went missing. After diligently searching his property for several days, Crump began to lose hope of finding the young animal. His concern grew as he imagined the worst scenarios for the missing calf. 9 days into the search, Crump was startled to hear a faint sound coming from a small sinkhole on his land. Initially, he thought the noise might be coming from a badger or another wild animal that had gotten trapped. However, upon closer inspection, Crump was astonished to discover that the source of the sound was his missing calf. The discovery was nothing short of miraculous. Despite being trapped in the sinkhole for nearly 10 days, the calf was still alive. It appeared to have survived despite a lack of water and food, though it was visibly weakened. Crump and his team acted quickly to rescue the calf, carefully lifting it out of the sinkhole using ropes and a makeshift harness to avoid causing further stress or injury. Once freed, the calf was given immediate medical attention. Special care was taken to rehydrate and nourish the animal, which involved feeding it carefully to restore its strength. Number 15. A farmer discovers a stele that leads to a lost long kingdom. In 2020, a farmer was going about his usual routine, tending to his fields in a remote part of the countryside. As he worked, his tools struck something hard beneath the soil. Curious, he dug further and unearthed a stele, a large stone slab, half buried in the mud. To his astonishment, the stele was covered in inscriptions written in a long-forgotten language known as Iwan. The bronze hue of the stone and the intricacy of the carvings suggested it was of significant age. Scholars were called in to decipher the mysterious inscriptions, and what they discovered was nothing short of remarkable. The stele contained references to an ancient land, a kingdom that had once thrived but had been lost to history after its defeat by the Phrygians, a powerful empire from centuries past. The detailed iron graphs on the stone depicted scenes of this forgotten kingdom, including a village that had been submerged in the mud over time. Further investigation revealed that this was more than just a simple artifact. It was a gateway to understanding an entire lost civilization. The stele pointed archaeologists to the remains of the ancient kingdom, buried deep beneath layers of earth. This discovery shed new light on the history of the region, revealing the existence of a once great kingdom that had been defeated and erased from the annals of history. Number 14. 6-foot crater. In 2020, a farmer was inspecting his fields when he stumbled upon an unexpected and alarming sight. A massive 6-foot crater had appeared in the middle of his farmland. The farmer, puzzled and concerned, initially had no idea what could have caused such a large and sudden depression in the earth. Upon closer inspection by authorities, it was revealed that the crater had been formed by a piece of unexploded artillery that had flown more than 2 miles from a nearby military training ground. The artillery,